I'm coming in loud and clear. Might hear me on the radio. Breaker, breaker, 19. Anybody got their ears on?
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Before I get on to tonight's video, don't forget, I've got a second channel, Farpoint Farms Restorations and Repairs, and we have a new website, farpointfarms.com, where we got forums over there. Hope you'll check out the community that's growing and become a member. Tonight's video, the Raddy FM radio. I don't know why they're calling it FM. It does a lot more than that. The RF75A is the brand and the model and all the rest, and you may recognize this as I pull it out of the box as being very similar to the RF750. With just a couple of upgrades and differences, and I want to show those off to you tonight. Check this little thing out. Just like the 750, this one has all the coolness that you could hope for. And you can see here we have the FM, the AM terrestrial, and shortwave from 4 all the way to 21. It looks like we also have a weather band. Cool. Look at this little booger right here. All right. Let's lay that aside and let's take a look at the rest of it. High performance multi-band radio. And look at all the goodies. Long wire antenna, earbuds, USB charging cable, a little baggie to hold it in, and a little wrist strap for the radio. So pretty well set up. All right, well, we have the main manual here, but I did want to take a second to show this. Turn on the radio, download this app, and it allows you, it looks like, to control the radio through the app. That's really cool. So yeah, that's awesome. Now as far as the main manual here we are with it, and it looks like 20 pages in English, and a lot of stuff to go through. So you can see multiband radio, TF card player, Bluetooth capable, app intelligent remote control, built-in flashlight, and an SOS alarm. I mean, this thing's pretty well packed, isn't it? And let's go ahead and take a look at it then. So over here we do have a spot for a micro SD. We do have a light button here that's going to activate a light. If long press would probably give us the SOS like alarm that I don't really want to set off right now. On this side, some channel up down or up down feature anyway. Up on top we have an LED flashlight. That's actually a pretty bright flashlight. I'll show you that here in a sec. And then we do have an antenna that comes out. Wow, I can't believe they jammed that all in there. It's about maybe 14-15 inches. And then an earphone out and USB in. So this is definitely a little higher, like a much of a step up as opposed to the 750 that I reviewed. Digital display on this, and like I said, with a light. We have a battery indicator, we have a lock button. I'm going to turn the lock off. And there's our flashlight. Press it twice to turn it off. Press and hold to turn this off. Yeah, nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. That is so cool. This thing even changes colors. I was not aware of that. Okay, so here we are on the AM side or the FM side of thing. Volume, I better go this way. Low, so it'll scan as well. You can see the tuning dial.
Debt to buy food. He owes $70 at his local shop. That's his monthly wage. But somehow Khalad Nabi says he's managing. He says, I work.
That is incredible.
Dear Hadid, NPR News, Faisal Bud.
That sounds so
this is here and now.
wow, that sounds so crazy in person. This little teeny weeny speaker, but you see it's got a cutout on the back. It's apparently a pretty decent little speaker, so that is awesome. All right, let's go and change bands here. Now we're at 30 megahertz. And it goes all the way up there. I'm going to go in and you can see I can do a fast scan here. Very nice micro shortwave. I'm digging this thing. Raddy, they always sell really cool stuff, but this one was kind of new, and they said, hey, you want to check this one out too? And I was like, well, yeah, let's do that. Changing the colors again. Now we're into shortwave. Let's go ahead and do a scan here and see what comes up. Now remember, I don't have anything hooked to this, so we're kind of running low. One thing that I'm looking at right here, and I hope it's showing up, is that it's screaming through the scan, which is great. I mean, if you're just trying to find those strong signals at any given time, hey, turn this thing on, set it down for a few minutes, and when it's done, it has located, you know, a nice strong signal. that is something that a lot of the radios that are out there, they just scan really slowly, so you better have a while. Not this one. This one's doing really well. And while it's performing its scan, I guess I'll go through some of the other ones. You can see the shortwave button is lit, our battery, our sleep timer. There's our digital readout for you know, the channels up top. It says lever there. I'm not sure what that is, but as it continues to roll through the bands here, I'll go through some of the other buttons that are on here. So volume up and down is here, but a lot of these buttons do more than one thing. We've got looks like a trash can symbol below this one and a time set on this one. Here's a set and memo button, and then the top one is our band. Oh, here we go.
A poder tener la comunicación con él ahí en Marianao para tener su visión de la crisis, cómo está afectando allá en el territorio a la familia.
Cool. We'll keep going, see what else we can find. Oh. Okay, look at that. Press and hold and we get a fast scan, an even faster scan. You can see how quickly I went from 11,000. Watch. Start slow and then it speeds up. Look at how quickly we're able to roll through those bands.
Talk about what you got into before you were cut off by the break and just roll out.
Yeah, sure. So how this functionally works, at Equals Alliance, there's a program called USAID.
Very cool. Well, you know that show. So a lot of fun stuff you could do with this. It's picking up stations with no long wire. I don't even have this antenna out, and it's doing a great job. We can change the colors on this thing. I mean, this is just cool. Let me just go ahead and show this off. Hopefully you get a good view of every piece of it. It's a fairly heavy unit. It's probably the between the battery that's in this thing, as well as the speaker, plus all the electronics they got to jam in there. I mean, there's a lot of nice stuff here. And it does have that military look to it, just like the 750 had. So that's kind of cool. You know, it looks like something, like a miniature out of an army set. So I like that a lot. I guess that'll wrap it up. I'm happy with it. Obviously, this, you know, I love the other one. It's just kind of a cool-looking conversation piece radio. This one takes it quite a few steps further. They've really made a fully functional and fully awesome shortwave radio that also can play. You know, you put an SD card in there, you can play music off of it, which is really cool. Or you can also go to Bluetooth, use this as a Bluetooth speaker, which is cool. So if you have something on your phone you want to play, that's also possible with this. So it's just kind of a useful product in many different ways. Little player, you know, you pop in your earphones, put an SD card in, you have pretty much an MP3 player, much like this one, which I still use every time I mow the lawn. You know, they're similar in size. You know, that old Colby, man, I've had that thing for at least an entire lifetime, it feels like at this point. And battery still holds a charge on that too. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'll do a video on that someday. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for tonight, my friends. Take care.